be led off by the Honourable Leader of Her Majesty's Loyal Opposition.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, last night Albertans saw two campaign-style TV ads. One was a typical Liberal tax and spend message, and the other came from the leader of the third party. The Premier believes taxes are the answer. He calls it a health levy, but it has nothing to do with health care. It's a Kananaskis golf course tax, a pay raise for upper management tax, $1 billion corporate welfare tax, a fine China for the Premier's office tax. It's a PC waste and mismanagement tax. Why won't the Premier just call it what it is?
The Honourable Premier.
Mr. Speaker, it's hard to know what to make of that, but this is a difficult time for our province. We all know this. It is, however, Mr. Speaker, also a hopeful time for our province as we stick together as Albertans, Mr. Speaker. And Mr. Speaker, one cannot help but be moved to listen to the member from Edmonton Fort speak about his responsibilities as a grandfather, or the member from Edmonton Meadowlark speak about his responsibilities as a son, or the member of Calgary Cross speak about her responsibilities as a spouse. It's time for all Albertans to pull together, Mr. Speaker.
Well, Mr. Speaker, we've heard that Redford Hope message before. Yep. The Premier says that Albertans will have to start paying for health care. Who does he think was paying for it all along? Yep. We already spend as much on health care as BC, who has more people and gets better results. But instead of reining in PC waste and excess, this Premier believes more taxes is the answer. It's not, Premier. The answer is acknowledging the sins of this government and governments past and reining in the spending that created the most bloated government in Canada. Mr. Premier, why won't you do that instead of raising taxes on hard-working Albertans?
The Honourable Premier.
Mr. Speaker, this government will deal with the challenges that we face on behalf of Albertans. We will deal with it, recognition that people in this province are losing their jobs. There is not a person in this chamber that is not touched by someone in this province who has not lost a job at this point, Mr. Speaker. We're cognizant of that. We have a fine health care system. It needs to be improved. We need to work on eliminating waste. We have excellent frontline workers, and Mr. Speaker, we also have an exceptional minister that is hands-on, that is doing a phenomenal job in this department.
No, Premier, it's not Albertans' fault. It's your fault for spending like drunken sailors. Exactly. The Premier talks about a 10-year plan, but it may as well be a 100-year plan. We've seen 3-year fiscal plans and 5-year health plans before, and because they never acknowledge that government waste is a problem, they never work. And now new taxes will enable more of what we've seen before. More spending on golf courses, sky palaces, management recs, and perks for your friends. It's PC waste and mismanagement tax. Why won't the Premier admit that this government spending is a problem and save Albertans from the biggest tax hike ever?
Honourable Premier.
Well, Mr. Speaker, there are too many inconsistencies and incorrect statements in that statement to respond to all of them. But let me just be clear. This government will deal in a responsible way with the finances of this province. We will protect the interests of Albertans and their children and their grandchildren. And we will emerge from this stronger than we are today, Mr. Speaker, with or without the help of the opposition.